So it's New Year's Eve. And in many ways, it's a very natural time to have a blue Christmas service. On New Year's Eve, we look back over the course of the year and we remember. There are many happy memories as we look back. There are times of joy. But for many, there are also memories that are painful, that are sad, or that are bitter. And at New Year's, we also look forward. We look forward to a new year with anticipation and excitement. But we also face the new year with longing, with fear, or with dread. There's uncertainty about what we will face in the new year. And there are things that we know that we would rather not face at all. We do our best to be hopeful, but at times our life and our situations seem hopeless. We come in our weakness, knowing that we lack the strength to carry the burdens that we have been given. It is in this weakness that Jesus meets us. He gives us this invitation that we read from Matthew 11. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. We admit that we are weary, that we have heavy burdens that we are unable to carry on our own. And the invitation is to lay these burdens onto him. And with it comes the promise that he will give us rest. There are some that think that to live as Christians means that we don't have burdens. That we can lay our burdens on him and that we are unburdened and we are free. That if we believe in Jesus, there will be an end to our pain and to our suffering. Those of us that have experienced loss know that this is not quite true. This is not true at all, in fact. That in this life that we will experience pain. We will experience loss. And in fact, many of us have experienced much loss already. Instead, Jesus invites us to him so that he can give us rest. And then he says that he will give us a new burden, one that is light. Now, I've often wondered how this works. How can this new burden that we exchange be one that's light? And how can a yoke bring us rest? A yoke is an implement that's meant for work. That an ox or a horse, as they plow the field, they're given a yoke so that they can pull the machinery through the fields, that they can till the soil. How can this image of a yoke be something that in fact brings rest when it evokes this image of work? There's a couple of ways actually that it can work if you think about it and if you dig below the surface. You see, even the idea of a yoke was meant that you put it on the animal as it plowed your field. And rather than the pressure point be only on a few parts of the animal, it spread out the burden, so that a greater part of the animal could pull the plow or the till through the field. But there's more to this image that I think that Jesus is getting at, that we can explore further when we think about how else a yoke would be used. You see, a yoke was not only meant for one animal, but often it was meant for two to walk alongside each other and to share this burden. And often a yoke would be used to train a younger ox to follow the steps of the older one. That a trained animal that was already trained, that was used to plowing the fields or tilling the fields, that it would walk its course and it would pull the machinery along. And the young animal that was strapped in the side, that shared the yoke, shared the burden with the older animal. Its role was simply to walk alongside and to learn the steps of the older one. And I think this is where this image of the yoke is very fitting. You see, Christ went before us. Christ went to the cross. He bared the burden of our sin and our shame. He took the price for our sin, and he suffered the ultimate suffering so that we could have peace. And like the young ox that walks alongside the older one, we are called to walk alongside our Lord and Savior, to follow his footsteps. And he promises to carry our burdens with us. And the burden that he gives us is to trust, to follow his steps, and to trust that the burdens that we feel as if we are carrying on our own are in fact being carried by a Lord and Savior who can and who has already carried them. Our job is to trust that this too, the things that we face in this world, that they will pass. That there will come a time where our suffering will end. Maybe not in this new year. Maybe not in the year to follow. But over time, when Christ returns, there will be an end to all our pain and all our suffering. We will, at that time, experience his peace to the fullest. And we will experience joy with him. We can and we do experience joy in this lifetime. But we look forward to the day where we will no longer bear that yoke, where we will no longer bear the burden at all. Not only because Christ bears it for us, but because he has taken it off in that day when he will return. And as we wait for that day, we are called and we bear those burdens together in the name of Christ who bared the price for our sins. I invite you to join me in a time of prayer. There's again a responsive prayer